Look back and read these verses together now with all that in mind. Some, verse 15, to be sure, are preaching Christ, even from envy and strife, but some also from goodwill. The latter do it out of love, knowing that I am appointed for the defense of the gospel. The former proclaim Christ out of selfish ambition rather than from pure motives, thinking to cause me distress in my imprisonment. What then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is proclaimed, and in this I rejoice. How did Paul have such freedom from worry over people possibly with a bad testimony or with wrong motives? Why did Paul not fret over whether anybody's going to be impacted by these people preaching good news from bad hearts? What allowed Paul to just shrug his shoulders and say, what then? So what? Pretense, genuineness, Christ is proclaimed. How do you rejoice that Christ is proclaimed in every way, even if you know some of it's from bad motives? Well, you only do that if you trust that God has said the power is in His Word and not in us. Not in our words. You can only have that freedom, that rest, that assurance, that joy if you trust the Scriptures are sufficient for God to work just how He wants. We must know, Isaiah 55:11 would put it, that God's Word will not return void, empty. God will accomplish what He sends it out to do.